Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Julie Chrisley reveals serious health condition developed in prison. Julie Chrisley was released and pardoned from prison in May 2025 and is now finally speaking out about her experience. She was in Kentucky while her husband, Todd Chrisley, was in Pensacola. Now, a month after her release, Julie is sharing a serious health condition she developed behind bars. Keep reading for more details and how she is faring now. Julie Chrisley reveals serious health condition. It was an awful struggle for Todd and Julie Chrisley to be locked up. They could not be together, and more than that, they were very far apart. He was in Pensacola, Florida, whereas she was imprisoned in Kentucky, but their kids made an effort to see them. After over 2 years behind bars, the couple was pardoned by President Donald Trump. They were released the following night, and their family was over the moon. Todd and his daughter, Savannah Chrisley, did a press conference just days later, but Julie remained at home. She seemed to need more time to reacclimate to life on the outside. Now Julie, Todd, Savannah, and their son Grayson have opened up to Lara Trump about what they went through. More so, how they got through the time away from each other. In an interesting twist, Julie shared that she developed a health condition while in prison. She noticed that her health was deteriorating and needed to figure out what was wrong. Julie went on to note that she found herself with asthma as well as other ailments. However, the Federal Bureau of Prisons has maintained that they have the best standards for its inmates. Savannah has long stated that what her parents went through was completely inhumane. She shared that her father was punished because of how much she spoke out on behalf of her parents. There was nothing pleasant about it, but Todd and Julie Chrisley want to take this time and make it something bigger. They met some of the most incredible people and want to ensure they have a second chance. Julie's eyes. Although Todd Chrisley was refreshed and had no problem showing off after his release, the same did not go for Julie Chrisley. She stayed under the radar, at home with her youngest, Chloe. When she did emerge the first time, she had gray roots and brown ends. Then she popped up at Target with her hair back to blonde, looking casually beautiful. However, fans had noted that she looked very sad and traumatized, which was apparent in her eyes. They had hoped that she would get the therapy she needed to be back to her old self and deal with what she went through. After the Lara Trump interview, it seemed fans had nothing but praise for Julie. Hopefully, Julie Chrisley can get all of the medical help that she needs, and life can only get better from here. In a startling revelation that has sent shockwaves through both fans and critics alike, Chrisley knows best. Matriarch Julie Chrisley has broken her silence about a serious health condition she developed while serving her prison sentence. The former reality TV star, known for her graceful poise and southern charm, opened up about her medical ordeal in an emotional statement shared through her daughter Savannah Chrisley's popular podcast, Unlocked. "Prison didn't just take my freedom," Julie shared somberly. "It took my health too." Julie, who is currently serving her sentence at FNC Lexington, a medical prison facility in Kentucky, has been largely private about her well-being since entering incarceration. But as her family continues to rally for justice and fight for an appeal, she felt it was time to shed light on the toll prison life has taken on her physically and emotionally. A mysterious decline. According to Julie, the symptoms began subtly just months into her sentence. Persistent fatigue, shortness of breath, and unexplained weight loss started to worry her. "At first, I thought it was just the stress. The anxiety. You don't sleep well in here. You're always looking over your shoulder," she explained. "But then I realized something wasn't right." Despite multiple requests for thorough medical evaluations, Julie claims it took weeks, if not months, to get proper attention. "The healthcare system in prison is slow and understaffed. You're just a number here, not a person," she said. Eventually, Julie was diagnosed with autoimmune thyroiditis, a serious condition that can cause chronic fatigue, heart palpitations, muscle weakness, and memory issues. But the diagnosis only came after her symptoms escalated to the point where she fainted during a routine. Savannah Chrisley, who has taken on the role of caretaker for her younger siblings and unofficial spokesperson for the family, fought back tears as she recounted the moment she learned of her mother's condition. "I was on the phone with her, and she couldn't remember what day it was," Savannah said. "My mom, who used to run a household with military precision, was forgetting conversations and names. That's when I knew something was deeply wrong." Savannah has since mobilized legal and medical advocates to demand better care for her mother. "My mom may be behind bars, but she still deserves dignity and health care," she said. "This isn't about guilt or innocence anymore. This is about humanity." Emotional and physical toll. Beyond the physical symptoms, Julie also described the emotional devastation that came with her diagnosis. "I feel like I'm disappearing," she confessed, "not just from the world, but from myself. I don't recognize the woman I see in the mirror anymore. She's tired. She's scared. She's in pain." Fellow inmates, according to Julie, have been supportive, offering what limited comfort they can through quiet prayers, shared snacks, and whispered reassurances. "There's a sisterhood in here. It's not glamorous, but it's real. We're all broken in different ways." Julie also admitted to bouts of depression, saying the combination of isolation, illness, and the loss of control over her own body has pushed her to dark places. "Some days, I have to fight to get out of bed. Not just physically, but mentally," she said. "You start to believe this is all you are now, a prisoner. A sick one at that." Todd's reaction. Todd Chrisley, incarcerated separately in Florida, was reportedly devastated by the news. According to close family friends, Todd had always leaned on Julie as the rock of their family. "He's beside himself," one source said. "He feels helpless knowing he can't be there to comfort her or make decisions about her care." Despite the distance, the two remain in contact through approved phone calls and monitored emails. Julie says their bond has only deepened during this trial. "Todd tells me every day to hang on. That we're going to get through this. That love is still our freedom, even when the walls close in." Renewed legal push. Following Julie's medical revelations, the Chrisley family's legal team has filed new motions requesting a compassionate review of her sentence, citing her declining health and the inadequacy of care provided by the prison system. The Eighth Amendment guarantees prisoners freedom from cruel and unusual punishment, the family's attorney said. Failing to provide necessary medical care falls under that violation. "We will not stop fighting for Julie's well-being." Fans and fellow reality stars have also taken to social media to rally support. Former Real Housewives cast members, reality TV alumni, and even a few politicians have voiced concerns about prison medical standards in general, and Julie's case specifically. Faith and fragility. Despite everything, Julie says her faith remains her anchor. "I've cried to God more in this place than I ever have in my life," she said. "And I believe He hears me, even when it's just a whisper in the dark." She finds solace in the letters from fans, Bible study groups behind bars, and the simple phone calls with her children. Hearing Grayson's voice, knowing Chloe is laughing again, hearing Savannah say she's proud of me even now, it keeps me alive. Julie's health journey is far from over. She continues to receive treatment, though she insists the resources are minimal and the oversight patchy. "This isn't the life I wanted," she said quietly, "but it's the life I have right now, and I have to survive it." A message to the public. In her closing message, Julie had a plea, not for pity, but for perspective. "Don't assume you know someone because you watch them on TV," she said. "Yes, I made mistakes, but I'm also a mother, a wife, a woman in pain, and I need the world to remember that people like me, people in prison, are still human." Her voice may be coming through phone lines and prison walls, but Julie Chrisley's message is clear. She refuses to be silenced by bars or illness. And if her story helps one more woman behind bars get the care she needs, she says it will have all been worth it.